Okay, so first, before I get into this combo tutorial, I just want to say thank you guys so much. Every single one of you guys. We already have 21,000 subscribers. So many likes on every single video, and I really appreciate every single one of you guys. People that comment, people that give suggestions, and everything in between. I just want to say I am grateful for every single one of you guys. So we're going to be doing a Infernoid Burning Abyss combo tutorial plus test hands, more so test hands because this deck doesn't have too many combos, and I really hope you guys enjoy. If you guys want to see the deck profile, then click on that annotation right there, and as well as you can click on the same annotation and it will take you to the dual video of the Infernoid Burning Abyss deck. So I really hope you guys enjoy, and if you guys want to see more content like this, more combo tutorials, deck profiles, card reviews, then go ahead and destroy that subscribe button, but more importantly, hit that notification bell because, well, we're just too strong over here. Without further ado, I present to you a Burning Abyss Infernoid combo tutorial plus those test hands. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so like I said before, a lot of this deck's combos are very test hand related. I'm gonna have to show you guys a lot of them through test hands because it's really dependent on what you mill, but there's just some really small niche combos in here that get you deeper into whatever you need. I actually need to move this right over here because that's not where my extra deck and my tokens go, but this literally is a one card deco talker. The only thing you need is Tour Guide from the Underworld. What you're gonna do is normal summon your Tour Guide for the Underworld and then activate its effect to special summon Graph to your side of the field. Now you're gonna use both Tour Guide and Graph for an Exceed summon of your Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. Use your Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss effect, detaching the Graph and sending 3 additional cards from your deck to your graveyard. Now, Graph's effect will trigger, and that's gonna go ahead and special summon your, hold on, hopefully I didn't send it. Okay, I didn't send it with those 3 cards. That's gonna special summon your Seer to your side of the field, and now you guys are looking at what is going to be the end of the combo. You're gonna use both the Dante and the Seer, sending them both to the graveyard. To special summon your Underclock Taker. Now, you guys can actually stop right here and do something even more dangerous depending on what you have in your hand or what you want on your field, because Dante and Seer's effect are gonna activate. Seer to special summon the Dante, and then Dante's effect to grab the Seer, or even Graph from your graveyard to your hand, or even another Burning Abyss card. And what you can do is stop right here and pitch said Burning Abyss card or a different Burning Abyss card, and then just go ahead and make Beatrice, and Beatrice is just really awesome in this deck because it allows manipulation on your opponent's turn. Dante can then be sent to the graveyard to add Seer back to your hand and send another monster from your deck to your graveyard, and you still have Underclock Taker, so it's not occupying your extra monster zone. But back to what we were saying, we have the Seer in our hand, and in case we wanted to summon like more Infernoid monsters, or we just wanted to go a different route, use both the Underclock Taker and the Dante, and that's gonna make your Decode Talker and trigger Dante's effect yet again to add the Graph back to your end. So now you have the Decode Talker, the Graph, and the Seer all off of a one card Decode, or off a one card Tour Guide, as well as a Decode Talker into your hand. And I think that that's just freaking awesome for the deck to have literally a one card way to make Decode Talker and gain so much advantage. Now, the second combo is the reason actually why I run some of the ratios of this deck kind of awkwardly when it comes to Infernoids. What you are going to need is 1 Infernoid Decatron and 1 Infernoid Harmonic, and I'm gonna show you with these 2 monsters how to get quite a few mills. You're gonna be able to mill 4 cards and make a Dante. First thing you're gonna do is send Decatron summon Decatron to your side of the field, sending Antra, and this is why Antra is so important to the strategy, because it makes Decatron level 3. Now, I lied when I said send 4 cards, but I didn't lie because Decatron does send that card. You do wind up banishing it, but you do get to send it. So banish the Antra to special summon the Harmonic, and then use both of these monsters to, that's right, you got it, make the Dante. Dante detaching the, I like to detach the Infernoid Decatron, and then sending 3 more cards from your deck to your graveyard. Now, the reason why I like detaching the Decatron is because this is the card that I really want to banish with my Infernoid card effects, because I can always turn around and make Leviair to bring back the Infernoid Decatron to get some more plays off. Those are like some of the most basic of basic combos inside of this deck. I actually really built this deck so you can have that Burning Abyss extra card in your hand to pitch to make Beatrice on your first turn, and then turn around and be able to make some really good splash plays depending on what you see in your graveyard. The last combo I'm going to talk to you guys about revolves around Card Trooper. Card Trooper is really good in this deck because it allows you to send 6 cards from your deck to your graveyard. I think I said it in the deck profile. I made this one before I made the deck profile. But Card Trooper plus Machine Duplication was my win condition for this deck for the longest. And if you can literally do the Troop Dupe Scoop inside of this deck still, if you want to run Machine Duplication, I guess it's not a terrible idea, even though it does kind of, you know, it adds to your brick. But summoning Card Trooper and then Machine Duplication, get for 2 more Card Trooper, sending 9 cards, and then making a Dante to send 12 cards from your deck to your graveyard, it's easily, you're gonna win. There's no way you're going to lose. The only problem is Dante isn't really searchable. I actually had a build that like turboed into Sarjuya, which was not hard, and tried to draw off the Dante and the Machine Dupe, but like I said, it was really bricky. It didn't give me what I need. So what you're gonna need is Card Trooper, and you also are going to need an Infernoid Harmonic. But the bad part is that you do need to mill an Infernoid. On the good side, you do run 16 Infernoids in this deck, so it's not going to be that hard. So Card Trooper is going to mill 3 cards, and we're going to say that one of them is an Infernoid. The Infernoid that I love and hate is Antra, and then 2 additional cards. And then next, you're going to banish the Infernoid Antra for Harmonic, and then use those 2 to make Dante Travel of the Burning Abyss, detaching the Harmonic to send 3 more cards. So you're going to wind up with a 5-card graveyard just because you run Card Trooper and Inferno Harmonic. Now, again, there are so many other, you know, really niche, small, cute combos with this deck, but I like my cards, you know, sometimes I like my strategies like how I like my women, really dumb, easy to learn, and also just easy to play. So we're going to get on to the test hands, and I hope you guys enjoy those. Okay, so opening up with our test hands, and I may or may not like my women, like I just said, you know, dumb and easy, or I might like them sophisticated for whichever one of you beautiful ladies is watching this video. I don't know, maybe. So opening up with our test hands is gonna be pretty fun to show you guys what we can do, and I hope that my hands aren't like my life, which is a complete mess right now. So let's go ahead and open up with our starting 5. It's going to be Infernoid Jet, a card that we never want to see in our hand. Scarm, okay. Void Vanishment, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Infernoid Patrula, another card that I don't even like. And then Tour Guide, so it really does not matter. Tour Guide solved all of our problems. It does not matter. So I'm going to summon Tour Guide from the Underworld. Oh, why I put it in the extra monster zone. Underworld is going to get me Graph for the Exceed summon. And like I said, the Tour Guide literally fixes the hand. The Infernoid Jet, not so much. But I might be able to make Sarjuya. If I can make Sarjuya, then our Void Vanishment play can go off with ease. So Dante's effect is going to activate, detaching the Graph to send 3 cards from my deck to my graveyard. Infernoid Harmonic, Card Trooper, and Void freaking... Why didn't I use Void Vanishment? I'm sorry, I would have used Void Vanishment to get the Void Feast, and I would have pitched the Patrula. So my apologies, don't know why I did that. And then it would be the Seer, So Seer's effect would activate and Graph's effect would activate. Again, my apologies. I don't know why. You always want to use the Void Vanishment first. But Seer's effect would activate and Graph's effect would activate. Seer to special summon Graph to bring out another monster. And our other monster, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Scarm because that's like the best. No, it isn't the best choice. I'm going to bring out Libic because that is another name. Next, I'm going to use Scarm's effect to special summon itself to my side of the field. And it's kind of cool that this hand kind of rectified itself. Did I already normal summon? Yes, I already did. That's going to special summon itself to its side of the field. And then I'm going to use all 4 of these monsters for a Link 4. Now, some of you guys be like, CaliEffect, why are you going out of your way to make Sarjuya when you can make a different Void? Because more often than not, when you Void Feast for double Jet Decatron, you're going to win the game. So sometimes it's not a bad idea to use your resources to make the monster. So Traveler is going to activate. I'm going to go ahead and add Seer to my hand, and then I'm going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, that's really good because now I have monsters with different names, so you're gonna stay. I don't want you. I don't want you. and I don't want you. So now we completely changed the demographic of our hand from a pretty decent hand to, oh my god, what is he doing? He's going to win the game. I'm going to summon Orbital Hydrolander and set the Void Feast because, again, all monsters with different names, and the Hydrolander just a little too strong. On my opponent's turn, I'm going to activate the Void Feast, sending Banishment to summon both Decatrons. Where's those both Decanekas? Those both Decanekas, and send both the Onuku and the Deviati to the graveyard. So that's going to be some pretty good abuse, being able to have a monster to destroy monsters. Oh, and I need you back to the field. A monster to destroy monsters through Orbital Highlander, Infernoid Decatron to stop my opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Both times, whether it's spell traps or monsters. And then just a big beefy guy in front of Infernoid Jet, an Ash Blossom, and a Seer. This is exactly what this deck does. It's freaking awesome at making boards like this. And then other boards, sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, you're gonna sit in that corner, you're gonna cry. I think that the upside is worth the downside because even your downsides are pretty decent hands. So let's see what we get with our next hand, and hopefully it's just as good as the last hand, because again, that was pretty saucy. Being able to Sarjuya back our Jet now. Even if we didn't draw the Jet, I think we would have been able to make it even better board because Sarjuya wouldn't have been on my mind. You know, I've been able to get my Void Banishment plus my Deco Talker and my Beatrice, which probably would have just outright won me the game. So hoping our second hand is going to be just as great and fruitful for us. Looking at it, we have Fiendish Warrior Rhino, perfect. Antra, not so perfect. Alec, perfect. Skarm, even more perfect. And then Inferno Ontando, a card that I don't necessarily want to see, but what I would do in this particular hand is normal summon the Fiendish Warrior Rhino, special summon the Alec, use both of these monsters to make the Dante Travel of the Burning Abyss, sending Fiendish Warrior Rhino from the deck to the graveyard to mill 3 cards. Antra, Card Trooper, and Decatron, and then activating the effect of Fiendish Warrior Rhino to send a Fiend monster from my deck to the graveyard. Now, this monster in particular, I don't want it to be the Graph because that's going to be pretty useless. It can't be the Seer because there's no targets. This is why Fiendish Warrior Rhino isn't the best of the best, but it's certainly like the worst of the worst. I'm going to go ahead and send Seismith to my graveyard because Seismith is a card I don't want to open, but I don't necessarily need Rhino to continue to extend my plays. Next, I'm going to discard the Skarm to make the Beatrice on top of the Dante. And if you ask me, I'm pretty set because Beatrice can negate a monster effect by sending the Alec. Skarm is going to give me the Tour Guide for an insane play. And I can also send Farfa to the graveyard through the effect of Beatrice to disrupt my opponent. So we have quite a bit of disruption in this deck, and it's really good at that. Our next card would be, oh my god, Void Feast. It's not useful, but still, drawing it is freaking awesome. I think we'd have some really good disruption. Beatrice by itself could be a game ender. It's a reason why it's at 1. Our third test hand and final test hand, hopefully we get something really good as well. Really hope you guys have been enjoying this content. And if you guys do, then go ahead and destroy that like button. Let's try to get this video to as many likes as possible. If we pass 100, don't worry guys, I got you. We might leak some stuff on the Patreon and show you guys some cool stuff. Now, normally Patreon does cost money, but I always I try to post some stuff for people that just want to watch Patreon. You know, sometimes just want to keep up and sometimes just don't have the money. And for the people that do want to support me via Patreon, it's only $1 a month. But let's get into the last and final test hand. Skarm, perfect. Void Imagination, perfect for going second. Ash Blossom, perfect. Let me get another Burning Abyss monster. Void Banishment, it doesn't matter. We won the game. And Infernoid Harmadic. Literally, we don't need to do anything other than activate Void Banishment, discard the Skarm, and then that's going to get us the Void Feast. And basically, we're going to use the Void Feast on our opponent's turn. Or, I'm sorry, we're going to actually add the Tour Guide from the Underworld on our opponent's turn. Because now we have the Tour Guide play to follow up with. And that's pretty nasty. So, using the Feast to send Banishment, special summon the Jet, and 2 Decanekas to our side of the field. Decaneka. And that's going to send Onuku and Deviati from our decks to the graveyard. And like I said, again, we're pretty much set up because now we have all the Infernoid monsters we need. We can follow up with a Tour Guide play, Void Imagination when our opponent goes into our extra deck, we have quite the bit of control. Really appreciate it. On our next turn, we draw Foolish Burial. So yeah, this game's going to be pretty much a blowout. This deck does start a little slow, but does ramp up its energy. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. Please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Please like and show your support, your comments, whatever, down below in the comment section. I appreciate you guys again. But again, please enjoy.